This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, but this is more like a repetition of last class itself. In the last class, I've told you how to record. Okay, so yes, a couple of things are missed, but it's okay. Yeah, oh my God, seriously, I'm sorry, guys. There is a button which is showing here. Every time they are making changes to this GoToMeeting, and it's making me confused. Okay, as to what is going on. I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, so the recording was not happening, to be honest. Okay. Anyways, now, did you get a feel for why you have this simple controllers, guys? Why we have a recording controller? Why we have a simple controller? Did you got a feel for it? All of you? Okay. Simple controllers and recording controllers. How people use it? Okay. All of you, I'm asking, guys. Or should I repeat? Yeah, Dejanu, it's oh my God, but you haven't missed much. Okay. Okay, Abdul says you should not go for GoToMeeting, you should go for user-friendly GoToMeeting. Okay, go to user-friendly meeting. Wonderful. You start something like that. Okay, I'm the first customer for you. Okay, okay. So are we clear so far, guys? Because people are complaining that I'm going fast. Okay, so I
Kumar,
don't know.
I have a question. Like, so we don't need this HTTP test recorder to record it?
We were right. All the recording was happening from here itself, but the
But here in thread group.
storage was happening in recording controller. Later on, I've
Mm-hmm.
moved it to some other controllers. But actual recording is happening from the HTTP script recorder itself. This is the element wherein using which the recording is happening. Without which
So,
you don't see anything in the recording controller, neither in the simple controllers.
because in the test plan, you right click and you selected first HTTPS. Later on, you right clicked on test plan again.
Right.
And added thread group.
Thread groups. And inside the thread groups, now I can add as many controllers as I want.
It's like an action. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an action. Okay, so in the first simple controller, I have stored login logout script. In the next simple controller, I have stored registration and named it appropriately. So that as soon as somebody looks at it, I know that this piece of code is for registration and this piece of code is for login and logout.
Okay.
Are we cool with that?
Yes, Kumar. Thank you.
Okay, so why different controllers? Because this is more like a placeholder. If you put everything on one controller, how would I know which samplers belongs to login logout, which samplers belonging to registration? Narendra Raman, okay. Raghu, yes. Simple controller, or matter of fact, any controller, it is for storing the samples. Okay, Raghu, any controller. So far we have seen recording controllers and simple controllers. All of them is for storing your script or storing your samples. Raghu, is it fine? Okay. Later on you will see a lot of other controllers. Okay. All of them are for storing it, and once it stores, how you want to use that. Okay. For example, transaction controller. It will be helpful not only for storing but capturing the response times. Loop controller, not only for storing but loop through what is there inside. Okay, like this, there are a lot of controllers. Okay, you will have, it will give you simple controller. It's just for storing. As it says, it's simple. Okay, it is just for storing. Okay, but there are other controllers which will give you some additional functionality other than storing as well, which we will look at later. Okay, so Raghu, I have answered that question. Narendra, okay, why different controllers? Okay, what is the difference between simple and recording controller? Recording controller, they have given you this additional functionality of clearing all the recording samples. Okay, but in the simple controller, you don't have anything. It is just for storing. Okay, so as I've told you, people record it in the recording controllers, and if they are not satisfied, they clear all the samples, and if they are satisfied, they move it into a simple controller. They move that stuff into a simple controller. Okay, or they might move it into some other controller, maybe like if controller, loop controller, or transaction controller, depending on the need. Okay, where code generated will store. This is the code that is generated, and it is getting stored in recording controller. and that recorded controller later on I moved it into the simple controller. Rama, are we clear?
Yeah, Kumar, the quick question. If we disable the HTTPS test script recorder and try to record further actions, then nothing is going to re-record in any of this recording controller, right?
Sorry, come again.
If you disable this and try to record something else in a new simple controller, nothing is going to be recorded. Is that correct?
Okay. So let's try to understand Abdul's question. What Abdul is saying is create something called simple controller and try to record into simple controller directly. Record, okay, directly into simple controller. Okay. So this is your question, right, Abdul?
Yeah, while keeping the recorder disabled.
Okay. So do you think it will happen? Yes or no? Okay. Just okay. What is that you think? Okay. Okay. I want to hear from you guys.
It will still record because both are same.
Okay. So you will create a simple controller and try to record directly into the simple controller. Do you think it will recorded code, or in simpler words, samplers? Okay. Recorded code. Okay. Here recorded code, what you are referring to? Samplers. Okay. Would that
The
samplers be
samplers, yeah.
recorded into this simple controller or no? If you think
Yeah.
that it gets recorded, say yes or no. What do you think?
Kumar, you need to add the
Gaurav?
context. You need to add the context of disabling the HTTPS recorder. You add it to the thread group, right? So if you go back to the Jmeter,
Yeah.
on the bottom of you have the test script recorder. If you disable it and try to add a simple recorder, a
Okay.
simple recording
So,
controller,
Then
then
it
what
will not
happens?
record, right?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question. I just
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to fill in the context.
okay. So let me try to answer this and then I'll take the next question, Abdul. Okay. Because this is a valid question for the class as well. Okay. Try to understand the question, guys. I've created a
Sure, sure.
simple, okay. I've created a simple controller. Okay. I've created a simple controller. Now I'll go ahead and record it. But this time around, I say that target controller is not recording controller, but target controller is simple controller. What is this? Test plan thread group simple controller. Now I'll start recording it. Okay. Maybe this time around, well, let's go ahead and record the purchase one. Okay. Something I'll go ahead and purchase. Okay. Okay. I've purchased. Stop recording. Do you think the stuff gets recorded into simple controller? Yes. Okay. So whatever you select here, select that particular placeholder here, the simple controller, and you start recording all the generated code. What is the generated code here? We call it as samplers. That samplers gets recorded into the simple controller. That samplers gets recorded into the simple controller. Okay. Are we clear, guys? All of you? Did you see? Okay.
So,
You don't
but
want it to
Abdul was saying that if we disable the HTTPS test script recorder,
disable
here we
it, we are
keep
not
that
doing
back.
it. How will it work? If you disable this, okay, the recording happens via the element, and you are
Yeah.
disabling. Disabling means what you are saying, you don't want it to use it. So how it will? Okay,
I think
might work.
Abdul, that was your question, right?
Yeah, that's my question. And for any test plan, you at any given time you need to have only one test script recorder, right? Not more than that. Can we add as many as you want? No, right?
You could. I mean, the Jmeter is totally flexible. You could disable this and add one more.
No, no, no.
This,
Can we keep multiple?
yeah, they
We
are
can keep
valid.
multiple, is it?
Yeah, is it? It will use
And we
this
need to
record.
target.
Yeah.
Okay, then
So
we need to change the target. Yeah.
that's. I mean, that's set, right? I mean, yeah. I think it's
Okay, got
straightforward.
it, got it, got it.
Yeah, it's
Let
like creating two scripts in the same test plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'll call this as maybe simple controller 1. Okay. Now you start recording into simple controller 1 and then start recording. The recording happens.
Got it. So we can point different to the different environment if you have a separate recording. That will help in that way.
So
Thank you.
okay, two of them is not working. I was thinking it's gonna work, but it's not working.
No?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No. I think it will.
No, it will work. You change the port there.
Yeah, it changed the port there.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it works. Okay. So you can add any number of, but I don't see a reason why anybody would add one more recorder control. Okay, unless you are testing the Jmeter tool itself. Okay.
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 Since it's an option and a part of the confusion, so it is good to get it exercised, right?
Right. Are we clear, or you got confused, guys? We were playing around. We are testing the Jmeter tool. Okay. So far, whatever has been discussed, are we clear, guys? All of you. Osman, since it's not recorded, can you go back and repeat that for me, please? Osman, after the class, I'll try to repeat that. Okay. Osman, I'll take your request, and after the class, please stay back. I'll see whatever I wanted to check till where you have listened, and after that, I'll show it to you. Okay. But Osman, try to be ahead of the class. Okay. Look at my recorded videos which I've already sent you, and try to stay ahead of the class. Okay. But definitely I'll repeat it for you, Osman. Okay. So now Narendra and Rama. Okay. Dejanu, yes. Okay. You can join it. Rama, can you unmute yourself? You seems to have some questions. Okay. Let me clear all the questions for you. Okay. Rama, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kumar.
So,
It's
yeah.
like, yeah, once,
First, are we clear with whatever is happening here so far? We are trying to
yes,
record, and we are trying to store the recorded code into different samplers. Okay,
yep,
I've created a sampler called login logout. I've stored the piece of code related to login logout inside the sampler. Registration, the corresponding code in registration, and then I've done some more recording in simple controller and simple controller. Okay,
okay.
this generated code
It,
we call it as samples. So far it is clear, right?
yes, but my question is, so similarly as like LoadRunner, right? Once we recorded, there we can able to see the code generation in the sense that whatever the client server communication. So similarly here, where we can see the generation log, that
Oh,
server response and all,
yeah.
is there any feasibility is here?
So guys, everybody understood Rama's question, Narendra Rama's question, all of you, before I answer that
Yes.
question. Okay. So in LoadRunner tool, okay, you would have, okay, okay. To answer this question, I would have to deviate a little bit, guys. Okay. Let me deviate from the current class, and I'll try to answer that question. Okay. So guys, my system will be little slow. You have to bear with me. I've installed Dynatrace, and my system totally got slow. That was expected. Okay. So, oh, this is not what I want. I wanted some piece of code. Let me see. Demo coordination. This is all related to web services. I wanted some piece of code. Uh, uh,
Can you search by screenshot or image in the Google history so that we can just look into that instead of tool, if that's the problem?
yeah. Trust me, it will take more time to figure out that, and most of the people.
I got it, got it. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, when I do all that, right, I'll mess up the class. So I believe in not doing all that. Let it take a little bit of time. Okay, because trust me, I mean, I've done it so many times, and whenever students won't understand, right, I will have a bad day that day. So it's not about you, it's about me again. I'm that kind of person. Just give me some time, okay? Let me go and figure out where my scripts are. Okay. Yeah, you see, there are a lot of scripts here. Let me open one script here. Let's go nice and slow, guys. I'm understanding. Oh my God, there's nothing there inside this. Come on.
I guess you have to record one now, right?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and record it. I'll try to see something is there somewhere, and if it's not there, I'll go ahead and record. Okay. I'm just trying to explain Narendra's question here, guys. Okay, because when I answer, I don't answer it for one person. I'll try to answer it for everybody. Okay. Now you see, this is our LoadRunner script, and at any point of time you wanted to see, you can go to the snapshot view. Okay, you can go to the snapshot view, and you see. Okay, in the snapshot view for that particular request, okay, there are a lot of embedded resources, and for each embedded resource you can look at the request, you can look at the response. Okay, and you can look at the request, you can look at the response, you can look at the request, you can look at the response. Okay, so can I see something like this in Jmeter? Okay, so in LoadRunner, in the snapshot view, I'm able to look at the request, I'm able to look at the response while the recording is happening. Okay, while the recording is happening, I'm able to see the request and the response. Okay, for each web request. So everybody is familiar with this snapshot view, right, guys? Everybody is familiar with this snapshot view, right? Yeah. So let's say you guys didn't get the recorded videos. Okay, so I'll send you the recorded videos. Please send out a reminder. Okay, so guys, all of you got the recorded videos for JMeter? I just wanted to make sure all of you got it. No, Abdisa says yes. So looks like some people got it, some people didn't get it. Mainali got it. Leslie got it. Okay. Gaurav Date, yes, got it. Okay, Raghu got it. I think I send it to everybody. If Raghu and Gaurav has got the record, no, not the recorded videos of yesterday's class. Recorded videos of the complete batch. There should be 19 videos. Okay, so it should be of the previous batch. Okay, if Raghu didn't get it, okay, all the new students. Abdul, did you get it? The previous batch, there should be 19 videos, a set of 19 videos. Okay, so I'll send those videos, guys, to you. Okay, so that you can stay ahead of the class. Okay, this is from the last batch, guys. Okay, okay, wonderful, guys. So you see, so in the load runner, in the snapshot view, if you go, I'll be able to look at the request and the response. All of you are familiar with this. All of you are familiar with this. In JMeter, can I look at this request and the response? Okay, can I look at it? So if you go to the recorded code, which we call it as samplers, nowhere I'll be able to look at the request or the response. Nowhere I'll be able to see the request or the response. So for this, what you have to do, guys, is you have to add something called listeners. Something called
Business.
listeners. And so watch carefully what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going on HTTPS script recorder, right click, add listeners, and view results tree. Okay, view results tree. What did I do? Okay, right click, add listeners, and then view results tree. Why am I adding this view results tree, guys? So that I will be able to look at the request. What is the request that is sent, and then what is the response that I am getting from the server. Are we clear, guys? Are we clear? Why did we add the view results tree? All of you? Are we clear? Okay. Okay, wonderful guys, wonderful. Okay, let me go ahead and now record it. Okay, let me go ahead and now record it. Okay, let me delete these samplers, or let me delete these simple controllers. Okay, okay, now let me go ahead and record everything in the recording controller, and at the same time watch what is there in the view results tree. Okay, start recording. Okay, uh, let let me, okay, sign out here. Let me go to the launch page and now start recording. Okay, now start recording this. Oops, my bad. Okay, start recording. Okay, now launch the page, sign in, log in, and sign out. Okay, stop recording. Now you see, oh, the recording is happening. Okay, since I said test plan, test script recorder, all the recorded has happened. All the recording has happened inside this test script recorder itself. But the view results tree is what is important to me. Okay, the view results tree, and okay, I'll look at those samplers which are important to me. Watch here carefully, guys. This sampler is not important because it is hitting some other server. It is not at all required. It is hitting the server called OCSP.digisert.com. Okay, this is also hitting something called AmazonTrust.com. So I don't want these samplers. Okay, let me delete these samplers, the ones which are recorded. The sampler which is important to me is JPEG store action 48, and go to the view results tree and hit on that sampler which is action 48. Okay, now okay, you will be able to see the request, what is the request that is sent, and what is the response that we got. Okay, what is the response that we got? Request and the response. Okay, response body, response headers, request body, request headers, and response body, response headers. And if you go to here, you see, you can look at the request. Here is the request that is sent, here is the request body that is being sent, and here is the response body that you got, and here is the response headers that we got. Okay, so mainly important is response body and request body. So here is the request that we have sent, and here is the response that we get. Okay, this is more like your code generation log in your loop. Okay, this is more like your code generation log. This is again not important. It is hitting some other server, so I would not look at this particular sampler. Neither this, but again this is important for us. This is hitting our server. Okay, so you can look at what is the request that is being sent to the server and what is the response that we got from the server. You will be able to look it up from here. Okay, so this is not important for us, ignore it. This is important for us, again you can look it up. Ignore this, ignore this, ignore this. This is important, you can ignore this. This is important, you can ignore this. Okay, so much junk got recorded. You can make sure this doesn't get recorded. I'll tell you that how to do that, okay, at the later point of time. Okay, when you have some plugins in your Chrome, okay, so looks like there is a plugin called TSP CRL, okay, which is related to Microsoft. Okay, so all this is getting recorded. Okay, maybe it is happening from some plugins or something like that. Okay, but you can make sure that nothing gets recorded. There are ways. Okay, but right now it got recorded. You can go ahead and delete them. Okay, you can go ahead and delete all the unwanted stuff. Okay, but what is important is you are able to see the request and response from this particular view results tree. I'll be able to look at the request and the response, both of them. Okay, are we clear, Narendra? Narendra Rama, are we clear? Sase is getting recorded.
So everything got recorded in the view results tree, not in the recording controller.
Oh, it got recorded in the HTTP. These are the samplers got recorded. Okay.
Oh, those are
Why
the
it got recorded? Because accidentally I haven't changed it. It's still in test plan HTTP script recorder. Had you said recording controller, all these would have gone recorded in the recording controller. Okay, like this. Okay.
okay.
But why it got recorded in the HTTP script recorder itself? Because I forgot to change this to recording controller. I left it as HTTP script recorder itself.
Okay.
Okay, but had I put it here, it would have recorded everything in the recording controller. I'll go ahead and record it, again I'll go ahead and record it again. Okay, in the HTTP script recorder, I've said record it in the thread group, recording controller. And view results tree, it is already there. Let me clear all of this because I'm going to record a new stuff here. Okay. Now go ahead and record again. Now the recorded samplers or the piece of code will be in the recording controllers, and request and response you can see it in the view results tree. Launch. Okay, recording has happened here, as you can see, and in the view results tree, you will be able to see the request and response for these three samplers. Three samplers or three pieces of code got recorded. Okay, so you will be able to see for 64 what is the request and response. You will be able to see it in the view results tree. Here is the request and here is the response for 64. Okay, 65. Okay, here is the request and here is the response body. There is nothing there. Okay, 66. Here is the request and here is the response body. Swarna, are we clear?
Yes, Kumar.
Okay. So Rama, are we clear? You have asked, if you wanted to see the code generation log. You wouldn't have a proper code generation log, but you will be able to see the request and the response by adding the sampler called view results tree. By adding the sampler called view results tree. Okay. So today we will stop here, guys. I hope you got a feel for what is a Jmeter tool. Okay. So more and more clarity you will get it as we start doing more and more scripts. Okay. Today what we have introduced is samplers. Okay. Samplers, controllers. Okay. We have talked about this one, and to certain extent listeners as well. Okay, so this is what we have discussed today, and there are two more terms which we haven't discussed but we have used: test plan and thread group. Okay, so this is what we have discussed. So as we proceed further, we understand the significance of thread group. Test plan is nothing but is just a root folder. That's how you see. Okay, there is not much significance of this one. Okay, you can see it as a root folder, but you will see the significance of thread groups very slowly. Okay, very slow.
And Kumar, do you have any remote server where we can install Jmeter and work on it?
You can do it on your system. Okay, so it is not, I mean, you need not have to install, to be honest. You download that folder and you can invoke it from that folder. Okay, you are not installing anything. You download it.
We are not installing it?
You are not actually installing anything. You are installing Java, and this is an executable jar file, which means that you need not have to install. Just double click on it and it will run.
And Java JRE, what version? I mean, if you have the
8th version.
It should be 8 only. If you have lower than that, will it work?
No, it will not work.
Oh, it will not. Yeah, because on my system, a personal one, I could not. I had some other stuff too much, so I could not on my office one when I'm trying to do. But we have so much of security, so it will take time.
You need not have to install anything for Jmeter. Just, and
okay,
I'm
just
sure
download.
Any system will have Java.
Yeah, my system has Java, but not Java 8, I guess.
You can try it. Okay.
Yeah,
you
I will try. Okay.
Okay. You see, it has to be Java 8 plus. And you have to use this second. In the binaries, you don't want it. You want binaries and download. And you need not have to install anything. Okay. Just download it and you can use it using the executable jar files.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. Thank you.
And the Office guys, if you ask them to upgrade it to Java 8, they will definitely do it. Okay.
No, actually, we upgraded to Windows 10, and due to the security purpose, they are not letting us to do that. We don't have admin access on our laptops. They removed that.
Yeah, I know. But I think if they have installed Java recently, it has to be 8 because it has been there from last 1 year, I believe. Okay. So if they have installed it recently, it has to be 8. Okay. Usually they don't install the lower versions.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to use my application and test it, and I will want to show them as a POC and tell them like we can use Jmeter too, because it's open source. So
So go to the office laptop, go to
Mhm.
CMD and simply say Java hyphen version. Okay,
Okay,
to the version, it should be 1.8 and don't worry about this number. As long as it is 1.8, you're having the 8 version.
Java hyphen VR.
Java hyphen version. Simply go to the command prompt, okay, okay, and just to say Java hyphen version, then it will tell you the version. If Java is installed, it will give you the version of Java. If it's not installed, it will say it's a wrong command.
So it says 1.8.0, 161.
So as long as it is 1.8, it's the 8 version.
Okay, okay, then I will try. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So some of the people want the repetition of the class. Osman, Dejanu. Okay. So yeah, Enterprise Java is not free anymore. Yeah, I know that. I think Oracle has purchased it and then they made it. I mean, they made it.
Exactly. That's the reason they are not letting us to install that one due to some license issues and the cost.
Fine, fine. Totally understand. I think for JRE, I don't think you need the license. For JDK, I think you need the license, right? Abdul, is it so? JRE for running it, I don't think you actually need any license. Okay, that's what I'm believing. If it is a JDK, I think you would need it. Maybe that's what I think. Okay, so
Yeah,
Yes,
actually we
Kumar,
have
that's
a,
correct.
yeah,
oh, you don't need a Java 8 installed?
you need a Java 8, but JRE is good enough. Okay, and
JRE,
JRE,
okay.
yeah, JRE of SC standard edition is good. Okay, you don't want enterprise edition. SC is also okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
because
J-
I have downloaded
JR
it.
is JR
Sorry.
is built in by Windows. It is available, and
Okay.
if you really need to go for JDK, you can go for OpenJDK, which is free.
Okay.
Yeah, but again to install, we have some process for the software
Yeah,
approval.
you have the lesser privileges. I believe you don't have elevated privileges as a system administrator in your
Right.
application. Yeah, that is a bottleneck. Like you will not be able to perform many other tasks. If you are a developer of any sort, you should ask for the developer admin, local admin your machine.
No, I mean the approval team, what they're trying to do is they're coming up with the different option, because all the applications we are moving from Oracle to Microsoft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these things typically vary from enterprise to enterprise, so you'll have to check with your approving manager or
Yeah.
your team basically. You'll have to play a little different approach.
Yeah. Sure, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you, Abdul.
Hi Salman, wonderful. Okay, no issues Salman, we are done with the class. So guys, if you're wondering, yes, we are done with the class. There are some students who have joined lately and since the recording is not happened, they want repetition of certain things. Okay, so I'll go ahead and repeat it guys. Whoever wants to stay back, they can stay back. But for repeating, I need a break guys. I've been speaking from last 1 hour, 40 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. Okay, so let me take a 5 to 10 minutes break and I will go ahead and repeat the class. Okay, only the first 10 to 15 minutes of the class I will repeat it. Whoever wants to stay back, they can stay back and listen to it. Okay, so guys, all good? Okay, just give me a 10 minutes break. I'll come back from the break and I will go ahead and take the whatever recording was not done, I'll go ahead and repeat it. Okay, so and I'll send you the Jmeter videos to all of you guys, whoever have registered. I'll send you, make sure you have the recorded videos from the previous batch. Okay, so but take a 5 minutes break. I'll be back, guys. Okay, thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Osman, Dejanu. Okay, thank you, guys. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So guys, are you able to hear me? Osman? Dejanu? Okay. So Osman, are you there? This is for you. Okay. And Salayu said he wants to listen. Athena. Okay. And Dejan. So before the class, or before the recording has started, what we were discussing is actually, to be honest, Osman, it is a continuation of previous class, or I wouldn't say whatever, I would say whatever has been discussed in the last class, same has been discussed again, to be honest. Okay, nothing new, but I was trying to discuss the same thing in a slower, in a more, what do you say, giving out more information or in a detailed manner. I was trying to explain. Okay.
Yes, sir. So it's just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, what I did is first, usually, okay, when you start recording, okay, if you give this path as test plan HTTP script recorder, right? Whatever the piece of code that gets generated, okay, Osman, uh, whatever the piece of code that gets generated, right? Piece of code that gets generated, okay. What is that we call it in Jmeter? What is this piece of code that gets generated? What is that we call?
Sampler?
Samplers. Wonderful. Okay. So, okay. So these samplers, okay, you're giving the path as to where this sampler should be recorded. Okay. If you say test plan HTTP script recorder, right? All the samplers will be generated or created over here. Okay. So let me delete all of this. Okay, so it will be created inside this HTTP script recorder. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, so before recording, what we are saying, test plan HTTP script recorder. Okay, and also make sure the proxy is on. Okay. Okay, so now let me go ahead and record it. Okay. Okay, launch has happened. Now let's see where is the piece of code that got generated. You see in the HTTP script recorder, that sampler got recorded. Can you see that, Osman?
Yes, I can see that.
And why it is got generated here? Because that's what you said here. Okay, that's what you said here, and you can go ahead and sign out or sign in or whatever we do. Okay, all that gets generated here. Okay, the problem here is you don't want this samplers or the piece of code in HTTP script recorder. Ideally, you want to put it in a recording controller. Okay, why? Because if you put it in a recording controller, if you don't feel like whatever is generated is not good, or whatever is generated you feel that it's not good enough, you can just go ahead and delete it. If you are putting it over here, okay, deleting and everything becomes difficult, and it's not the right place to put it. The correct place to put it is into a controller. Okay, and ideally you want it to record into a controller called recording controller. They have created this controller called recording controller only to store the recorded stuff. Are you there with me, Osman?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
So you wanted to record it in the recording controller. So that's what you select here. Okay. So let's go ahead and see the advantages of putting the piece of code or samplers in the recording controller. Okay. So go ahead and click on login, sign out. Okay. Stop recording. Now you see all the recorded piece of code is there in the recording controller. Okay. So Dejanu, are we clear so far? Atina, Dejanu, Salai, are we clear so far? Yeah, okay. Now, whatever is being recorded, it is there now in the recording controller. Okay, the advantage is,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
This is Atnau. I'm struggling with Jmeter. I was expecting about proxy and the steps, what I have to download, the Java.
Mhm. That is,
Can you explain?
it is there in the last
Uh,
class, I think. It was like huge thing. Okay. Can you listen to the video if you have any questions? Because I would have to spend again half an
Yeah,
hour.
I I don't know. I try everything. I couldn't open the. It says WinRAR. It doesn't say executive file.
Okay.
My
So what I
my
will do is,
Apache.
yeah. So let me complete this. Okay.
Okay.
Today
Okay.
on course one, and then I'll take
Oh.
control of the system, and then what is the issue in your system. Okay. Let's try to solve it like that. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
So Usman, now you see, you don't like whatever you got recorded or the samplers you think that, that's not good enough. You can just go ahead and clear it. Okay. That's the advantage of recording it in the recording controller. Okay. Now, what does the actually people in the real world will do? I'll show you. Okay. Now start recording. Okay. Now launch the page. Okay. Sign in, log off and log out. Okay. This whole piece of code got recorded. Now, all that recording is happening in the recording controller. What people usually do is they will add something called a simple controller. Okay, they'll add something called simple controller and move. Okay, copy all of this and paste it into the recording controller. Paste it into the recording controller. And here, this piece of code is for login and logout. Name it appropriately. Login, logout. Okay, login and. Are we clear? Are we clear, Usman?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Now, the same piece of code is there in two controllers, so you don't want it in the recording controller. Go ahead and recording everything. Go ahead and clear everything which is there in the recording controller. Now the piece of code, whatever we got it, is into a simple sampler called simple controller called login logout. Now again, if you wanted to record for some other flow, record it. It will be stored in the recording controller and move it into another simple controller. Are we clear? Let's say I wanted to record for registered user. Okay, so go ahead and capture for registered user. Copy make sure the piece of code gets generated for registered user. Okay, go ahead and create the record and then stop. Now registration script has been recorded into the recording controller, but this is the registration script. Now you will create another one more simple controller if you want. Okay, and move this piece of code, okay, into this simple controller. Okay, now this for 181, 82, 83, 84 has been put into the simple controller. Give a meaningful name. This is for registration. Okay, now you have the script for login, logout. You have the script for registration. Recording controller, clear all. Now you have both of them. Recording controller is more like used as a temporary thing before they moved it into a permanent sampler. You got that, Dejan? Dejan and Osman.
Yes, so basically the concept of
Yes, sir.
recording controller and the simple recording controller is just to put our samplers in one place to just for management. That's it.
Exactly, that's what it is. So in the load runner, you have something called action, wherein you put the piece of code
And the
inside that.
actions.
Okay. So here we are putting the piece of code in the controllers, right? Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
what I discussed before you joined. Okay. So
Sure.
can we go back enough and let's solve these issues? Is that okay? All of you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kumar.
So Atinaf, I'm making you as a presenter, so you have to share your screen with me and I'll be able to solve the issues for you. So Atinaf, we are waiting for you to, yeah, I'm able to see the screen, okay? Okay, now go ahead and try to invoke. You can unmute yourself, Atina. Okay, first go to command prompt and just say Java hyphen version. I wanted to check if Java is there. Just say CMD, yeah, and Java space hyphen version hyphen. No, that is an underscore. Hyphen, where do you see hyphen is? Beside 0. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 on, right? After that, there is something called hyphen. Yeah, hyphen version. No, you got 2 S's, only 1 S. VERSION. Enter. Okay, Java is not recognized as an internal and external command, which means that Java is not installed. So one more thing we will check. Go to control panel. Control panel. From the start, click on the start window. No, not browser, not browser. Go to control panel. Click on the Windows button. Okay, let me take the controls.
You
Yeah,
can search for it.
yeah. And then click on control panel on the right hand side. No, on the right hand side. You're searching on the left. Yeah, on the right. Or just say search with control panel. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, that's where the control panel is. Okay, and click on uninstall the program. Click on that. Yeah, click on that one. Can you can you see if anything called Java is there here? Click on the one of the name and just type J, and you will be able to see if Java is installed. Click on any one of the programs and just click on J. So automatically it will take you to Java. Click on J on your keyboard. Click on J. EFGHI or scroll down. Let me search for Java. Scroll down. Scroll down, Baba. Keep scrolling down. You wanted to go to J. We are still in I. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Hang on. Okay, you went too far. You went too far. So all you wanted to do is go to place where J is. Okay, we are into M. Okay, go up. Scroll up. Scroll up a little bit where you will be able to see IJ. Hang on, there is no Java here. Okay, so GHIJ, there is no Java. Okay, let's go ahead and download Java. Just say download Java JRE. Or if you have the link that I've sent you, go to that. Let me search for that link and send it to you. Java download JRE. Okay, I'm searching for an appropriate link to you. Okay, I think this should be good enough. So let me download it. Okay, I'm sending you a link on the chat window. Okay, try to install it using that. Yeah, Usman has already sent it. You can use that link or the link that I've sent you. Okay, so go to the chat window and try to get the links. Sese, I'll take your screen and I'll help you out as well. Okay, but let me take care of Atina before coming to you. So, Atina, just go ahead and then take the link from the chat window that I've sent you. Go to the chat window, copy the link, and then paste it here. Can you unmute yourself, Atina, because I don't know what you're thinking and what is going on in your mind. So please.
Oh yeah. I'm searching with the text. Oh, I got it. Oh. No.
I don't see anything on your system. Just go to the chat window, and from the chat window, get that link. There are 2 links, or just click on that link, automatically it opens.
Oh, I'm trying. It doesn't work. Okay.
Or search for download Java 8. You can search for that.
I couldn't find. Just tell me. Let me write it. Download Java what?
Download Java JRE 8.
JRE8.
8 JRE. Okay. And what is your Windows? It's Windows 7, right? I think it's
Yes.
okay. Yeah, click enter.
Which one? JRE8?
No, just click on enter. Nothing else. Yeah, click on enter.
Okay. Can you see?
Okay, you are using Google Chrome. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Okay.
I mean, why is it coming all this? Okay, just go to the scroll up.
Up. Okay.
I gave you a link, right? It's not working. That link, you're not able to open that link on the chat window.
I couldn't get the link. Can you send me by WhatsApp?
I have sent you the link on WhatsApp. You can check that.
I send it to you on WhatsApp.
I couldn't.
Yes, I have sent it to the WhatsApp group.
It doesn't come still.
Okay, I've sent it to the WhatsApp group.
Oh, I got it. I think. Yeah, it's got Oracle. Okay.
Let me stop recording, guys.